Hey Pisces, welcome to your spirit messages for September. I am Charlene Lizette. Whether you are new or whether you are returning, a massive thank you to you. Other way, I hope you click subscribe and become a part of our collective. If you have never watched the spirit messages before, hello, hi. I hope you click subscribe and become a part of our collective. Spirit messages are slightly different than traditional tarot. What I do is channel directly from source consciousness, and these messages are meant to overlap and overlay, provide an overarching energy to your monthlies, to your weekly tarot. That is Luna. She is finally feeling more comfortable to be on camera. I'm going to tell you something, and I'm going to try not to get emotional. It's been an emotional day today. The moon in Cancer is trining my moon in Pisces, so I'm in my feelings. This period, cosmically, is really charged for you guys specifically. And that is because on the 22nd of August, we had a new moon eclipse in Virgo. And then we have, was it an eclipse? I could be wrong. It could just be a new moon. And then the eclipse season starts in September. Yes, that is correct. And the accumulation is the full moon in your sign. Don't quote me on the exact date. I don't remember it, to be honest. But anyways, the energy is so fucking amplified and so charged and triggering. And you have to remember that cosmically, the South Node is in Virgo right now, and the North Node is in your sign. And so when we have the polar nodes, the nodes, English, second language, happening in your axes, because you're a Pisces, sun, moon, rising, okay? And then it's happening in the other axes, which is your other half, okay, of Virgo. It is asking you, especially with the North Node in your sign, is asking you to buck up, mature, level up, step into this new energy that can feel really, really uncomfortable. And it can feel very uncomfortable because it's saying to you, what are the behaviors, the patterns, the belief systems, the stories, the perfectionism, the criticism, the control, the attachment that you need to let go of so that you can move into the North Node energy? Surrender, faith, trust, oneness, connection, spirituality, creativity, right? And the eclipse that's happening in September is an amplification of this. So the first eclipse is happening to ask you to step into your power, to release. Then the other eclipse is saying, now that you've released, now that you have stepped into this moment of self-improvement, self-empowerment, self-respect, what new beginnings are available to you now, specifically around your partnerships? Now, this doesn't have to just be romantically, but this could be your career, anything that a spiritual union, a spiritual contract, anything that revolves around a contract, marriage, commitment. And so the amplification of this energy is essentially propelling you towards this new chapter of your life, which can feel really, really scary, right? Like if you have been single for a very long time, you could be finding yourself very triggered with respect to new relationships. And these triggers are showing up because they're going, hey, these are your old wounds that you thought you worked through, but you really didn't. With career, your lack of self-worth, your lack of self-confidence, like I'm not good enough, I'm never going to make it, everybody else is winning but me, right? With respect to any other type of contract, so like landing that deal, landing that gig, closing on that contract with your employee, etc. Like, am I worthy enough of receiving? Do I feel safe to sustain this wealth? Do I feel safe to sustain these big opportunities? Or am I saying that I do, but then when push comes to shove and I got to buck up and I got to mature and I got to show up, I start to freak out, right? Or my insecurities, my fear of vulnerability, my fear of failure all start showing up. My fear of inadequacy all start showing up. So, I know I've spent the last couple of minutes talking about this, Pisces, but it's super, super important. And that's what the spirit messages really are designed for. There are spirit messages, hierarchy energy to propel you, right? Listen, if you've been here for a minute, there ain't nothing light and fluffy about me, okay? We dive into the deep end, all right? We're an all or nothing kind of energy. In addition to that, I'm here, my job here is to guide you to your next level in life. I'm not here to be like, yeah, that's your twin flame and they're coming back. Or like, you know, to feed you the fluff. No, that's the wrong channel. You can go click on another channel for that. I'm here to support you in your soul's growth and your soul's evolution. And this whole month for you is that energy. Your whole month, Pisces, oops, wrong deck, is designed to help you with understanding how to get there, right? Some of you are entering into new relationships. Some of you are going to be moving. Some of you are going to be having to travel for work. Like you'll land those work contracts where you're going to get a visa and travel somewhere else for work. Others of you are going to have to move for your relationships, for business, for career, for work. You are going to be in these places that are so extremely uncomfortable so that you can start this new chapter. And they are uncomfortable because the complacency, the desire for like safety and security and like what we have is what we attach to. And so our brain's like, oh my God, new experiences, new information. It's not safe. But it's not that it's not safe. It's just that you've never done it before. And so you're being pushed beyond your comfort zone to get to this next level in your life. Okay. So let me just pull the camera down because I realized that I didn't do that properly. So I'm so sorry for you guys. So sorry. Let me just move that over. Oh my God, you guys, we really are like 6 minutes into this reading. What is happening? Look at this. Anyways, I'm going to let go of my desire for perfectionism. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So let me ask you a question. What are the experiences? What did you grow up witnessing? What did you grow up experiencing with your parents, with your grandparents, in your romantic dynamics, in your familiar dynamics? Protection, call back your power, cut the cord, soul retrieval. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So again, the only way that you can move forward now in this new chapter of your life, whether that's career, relationship, self-empowerment, self-confidence, self-worth, even like a glow up, right? Like a version 2.0 of you, is for you to break the chains. You have to rewrite the future. You are not like, there's no space for like, maybe I can, or maybe I don't have to. Like, no. Is happening. The Chariot, the Universe, the Eight of Pentacles. When I tell you that some of you are going to be moving, you guys are going to be moving. And the Chariot indicates you taking charge, being courageous, believing in yourself. This is also Cancer energy as well. And Venus and Jupiter have been in Cancer for a minute. Okay. And that big conjunction happened on the 12th and the 11th. And so the Chariot is asking of you, do you have the courage, the determination to take action in your life and go after what you desire? The universe is saying, babe, the world is your oyster. What do you want? What do you truly want? And what are you willing to go after here? And where are you playing small? And where are those pesky fears showing up? Like, fear of failure, fear of loss of love, fear of poverty, fear of death, fear of ill health. Where are they showing up in your life? And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Movement forward. There is nothing in this card that indicates stillness. It is a path towards enlightenment, a path towards a new chapter in your life, a path forward, one that you are going to put in work. This ain't fluffy shit. There ain't nothing fluffy about this entire reading, to be honest. It is so deep, and I hope that you've stayed with me throughout this reading to really receive what is transpiring for you over the next month. Because in order for you to get to this next stage of your life, you're going to have to put in that work. And for a lot of you, that work can feel very, very, very scary. It can feel like old wounds, right? Like abandonment, failure, lack of love, lack of safety, lack of security, all of that stuff. And it's not that any of that is actually present. It's just that you're being pushed to a place where you haven't been. Not for a while anyways, right? If you've experienced toxic or abusive relationships, or you've been abandoned in past relationships, this new connection that's coming in, or these new opportunities that are coming in love, are saying, hey, protect your energy, obviously, like be smart, but also how can you move forward in love if you're still attached to the stories from the past? Trust the timing, trust the wave you came on. Time is not running out. I remember soul plan, the fated life versus destiny life. And lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. We keep going back to the same story. What are you still holding on to that is causing you more suffering? Because you're going to be compelled, like, and it's going to feel gross and crazy and electric and sudden and powerful, and it's going to jolt you into action. And you're not going to have a choice but to literally lean in. And the card, of all the decks, the only card that I put facing up was this one. It says, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So that's my question for you. If you knew that you would be supported, if you knew that you would be successful on this journey, what would you do? Lean in, probably. And that's my message for you. If you want to work with me in any capacity, it's down in the description box below. To sign up to my mailing list. Here is your quarterly to help you with understanding how to navigate the next few months. Thank you so much. We will see you later, alligator. Peace out. Bye.